So good morning, everyone. It's an honor to welcome you to our open morning about our Arabic bilingual program. My name is Amina El-Defraoui. I'm the head of early years. And we're going to try to present in detail what we are planning to offer for that program today. So thank you for those who are joining us. For the people who couldn't join us, we're going to have a recording of this event. All the questions, if you don't mind, can be asked at the end of the presentation, either in Arabic or in English or any other language, and we're going to try to answer as thorough as possible. Thank you. So just before we start the actual presentation, just a few words about our head of school, Mr. Norbert Foster. He's a very dedicated principal when it comes to languages, and it was something very normal for him to introduce a bilingual program, Arabic-English. And he worked along us to prepare for that program. We've been on it since last September. We've already recruiting the teachers. We've looked for teachers who are IB professionals and who are teaching in other schools the IB program in Arabic. For us, it's very important that Arabic is part of that bilingual DNA that we are so proud to carry in Dubai with all our programs. Somebody who's also behind the idea of an Arabic-English bilingual program is Mr. Omar Daniel, who is the founder of a school. He came 10 years ago to Dubai with an idea of how education should be and the education he wanted for his children. And this is how Swiss International School started. And he's the one who one day at a meeting told me, Amina, what about starting an Arabic English bilingual? And I said, that's a great idea. So we immediately started, and he's been passionate about how we do education and the IB program. And I think the Arabic fits right through that program. Let me introduce you to the early years team, because we're going to start this program in the early years, and it will continue, it will grow into the primary. So you've got me, Amina. I'm, like my name says, I'm from Switzerland. My dad was Egyptian and my mom was Swiss, and I grew up all my life in Switzerland, but I'm very proud of my dual multicultural, and I'm close to both Switzerland and Egypt. You have Mrs. Sonae Duplessis, she's the deputy head of early years. You've got Miss Cristiana Gonzalez, she's our early years PYP coordinator. And we've got Miss Hala Trabosi, she's the Arab coordinator for primary, and she's also a teacher. She helped us set up and translate everything, and she's going to be also able to answer all the questions in Arabic. We had to have someone, because obviously my Arabic skills are very limited and can speak, but I cannot read and write. And this is why this program is so important, because I wish I had the possibility to attend a school who can give me such opportunity. So our school is very diverse and inclusive. We've got more than 74 nationalities. And as you can see, the Middle East, North Africa are very well represented. We also, because we are in the UAE, all our students have to learn Arabic. And we realized recently that there was an increased demand, especially in early years, for having a more dedicated program to Arabic. At the moment, the Arabic we're given is quite good, but we have to mix children who are beginners and native speakers, because we don't have to provide Arabic until grade 1, but we still do, because we think it's important to prepare them for when they move on to primary. So we thought connecting to the Arabic would be also a good opportunity to increase the exposure to the Middle East culture, to the art and the performing arts of the Middle East, and have really math, science, language skills all in Arabic alongside of an English teacher in the classroom. So like I said before, we already hired the teacher for this. They're in other countries teaching in schools who are IB schools. And we're very proud to have them with us. So we really hope you're gonna come and commit to that program.
Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Christiana. I am the Early Years PYP Coordinator. Basically, with our program and introduction of the Arabic English bilingual, it ties perfectly into our mission and vision, which has to do with bilingual excellence, sustainability, and together. Obviously, with this program, it fits into our bilingual values and multilingualism. And with KHDA and the MOE, they have a very high standard and a really big initiative for the increase in the Arabic language and culture. So this program really ties into that. Sustainability, in terms of we are in the UAE and this is our host country, and we feel like this program is really going to tie us best into our host country and together with our co-teaching model. Excellent. So this basically just emphasizes exactly what I had said with our bilingualism, multilingualism, excellence, and togetherness.
So now we're going to show you a little video who's explaining how we do teaching and learning in early years. And if you would sign up for the Arabic bilingual, this is exactly what your child is going to receive. It's equivalent to what children are getting in Arabic, in English, German, or English, French.
The Early Years Department is more than just a school. It's a community, a family. We believe that personal interaction with the students and their family is what builds their learning journey and who they become. Our students are unique in every way, and see their smile every day in the morning when they come into school is the most rewarding aspect. At SISD, our teachers are very passionate and they care about all the students. In early years, we value the importance of well-being and outdoor play. Our students have a variety of playgrounds to support their physical development, social and emotional skills. Our mud kitchen provides students with lots of natural materials to develop their creativity and imagination. Through play-based and hands-on activities, they make sure every student is happy and enjoy coming to school every day to learn. We have 3 educators in the classroom who make sure every student has access to personalized learning and enjoy what they're doing. We understand that parents have longer working hours. This is why we offer free childcare to all our students. We have a separate childcare for pre-KG, KG1 and KG2, where students have the opportunity to rest or play with their friends.
Both of my children have had the good fortune to experience the full early years program at SISD. What never ceases to amaze me is the way in which the teachers at our school manage to balance well-being and academic achievement. They really show that they care for our children, but at the same time, they never drop their standards. And that means that the children are really well prepared when they hit the primary year.
In early years, we are one team aiming for togetherness and excellence. We make sure we nurture the potential of every child. We believe there is no limit to what a child can achieve.
Excellent. Yes. So we have our IB bilingual programs, and we are offering it in English, French, English, German, and now English, Arabic. In pre-K, we follow an immersion program, which basically the head teacher is either native French, German, or Arabic. The teaching assistant is an English speaker, and then we also have our classroom assistant. In each of our classrooms, we have 3 educators. And then when children enter our KG1 and KG2 grade levels, then they are in a co-teaching model where the 2 head teachers, one is the English teacher and one is the French, German, or Arabic teacher with a classroom assistant. In the English, French, English, German programs that we have, there's also the added Arabic sessions per week in accordance to KHDA in KG1, and then in KG2, there will be 4 sessions of Arabic per week on top of the English, French, English, German. But now in the IB Bilingual Arabic program, we would have language acquisition either in French or German. Yes, so now in the new IB Arabic Bilingual program, we are offering classical Arabic and English immersion. Just like what I stated with the two head teachers, one will be the English teacher, one will be the Arabic teacher, and then of course the classroom assistant. Some features of this program are going to be an emphasis on UAE social studies, the Arab culture, Arab and Islamic values as well through storytelling. Now the culture part of the Arab program will be through storytelling with an emphasis on moral education and character building linked to the IB learner profile attributes, as well as geography of the Arab region, climate, location, and comparison. And then the arts, music, movement, drama, and visual art. And of course, we will be speaking on notable, famous, successful Arab people in terms of science, astronauts, performance. And like I mentioned before, in terms of the language acquisition, so instead of getting the added Arab classes, the Arabic classes, there will be the option for additional French and German language acquisition.
مرحبا أنا حلا الأرابيك كوردينيتور بالمدرسة السويسرية. حنحكي عن البرنامج بالعربي. الهدف من البرنامج إنه يكونوا الأولاد الطلاب تأسيس الطلاب يتم باللغة العربية الفصحى والإنجليزية. الهدف منه أن يكتسب الطلاب اللغة العربية الفصحى من الصغر ثم بالتزامن مع اللغة الإنجليزية. ومع ذلك وبالإضافة إلى ذلك سيتم تقوية الدراسات الاجتماعية. سيقوي البرنامج ثقافة الطلاب عن العالم العربي وعن دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة من خلال برنامج PYP. وبالإضافة إلى ذلك سيكون هناك برنامج لسرد القصص. الهدف من ذلك البرنامج أن تدعيم التربية الأخلاقية وبناء الشخصية المرتبط بسمات ملف تعلم متعلم البكالوريا الدولية. وسيقوم أيضا سيقدم هذا البرنامج أيضا معلومات جيدة للطلاب عن الجغرافيا في العالم العربي وفي لمختلف دول العالم العربي، بالإضافة إلى الفنون كالموسيقى العربية وخاصة الموسيقى المتميزة في العالم العربي في مختلف البلدان، بالإضافة إلى الدراما والفنون البصرية الرسم وما إلى ذلك. وأيضا هذا البرنامج سيركز على مشاهير العالم العربي. كما تعلمون في العالم العربي العديد من المشاهير في مجالات شتى من علماء ورواد فضاء وفنانون. بالإضافة إلى ذلك كلهم سيكون هناك فرصة لطلابنا لتعلم اللغة الفرنسية أو الألمانية وفق اختيارهم كلغة ثالثة إضافية. هذه لمحة عن هذا البرنامج الهام جدا في المدرسة السويسرية. شكرا.
شكرا هلا.
عفوا.
Yes, and then this is basically just a sample schedule of a typical day in pre-K and then in KG1, KG2. As you can see, so what a typical school day looks like at SISD in the early years, I'm speaking specifically to KG1 and KG2, is students arrive and during this time they are engaged in continuous provision, which is a lot of different areas in the classroom that children can explore and learn from through questioning, and which promotes a lot of agency through voice, choice, and ownership. And during this time, they are reading or in targeted teaching time with each teacher, whether that is the Arabic teacher or the English teacher, in one-on-one reading or targeted teaching time, basically teaching towards a specific skill or understanding. After that, you would have blocks of more language. And then in the next slide, I'll go into more detail about what a block of learning kind of looks like at our school. As you can see, then there's snack, another block of learning in terms of math. And at our school, we offer specialists in library and PE. And then we have lunch, we have the science and social studies, which is our targeted time with the IB program. And then reflection at the end of the day. And as mentioned before, we do have childcare and after school activities. And this is an example of what a targeted teaching time would look like in a specific subject. So as mentioned before, we have 3 adults in the classroom. Adult 1, so right here you could see that we have community time, which is when it would be more of like a whole group. And this is kind of like a workshop model where adult 1, that might be the English teacher or the Arabic teacher, is leading the provocation. Adult 2, which is the second teacher in the classroom, is supporting with questioning. And then adult 3, which might be the classroom assistant, is setting up the resources. After this small time of the introduction of the learning, then there's targeted teaching time, where the first teacher might be engaged in learning conversations with students and accessing the continuous provision, documenting, assessing. Adult 2 could be with a focus group with targeted teaching with students, as well as adult 3. And then they would come together at the end with a reflection and sharing, where the responsibility might switch, and adult 2, the second teacher, might be leading that reflection, and the first teacher would be questioning and supporting, as well as the third. Please know that at SISD, our teachers are caring, dedicated, and highly qualified international educators, and they are all IB trained and have extensive experience working in a bilingual co-teaching model. Now, the IB, for those of us who are new to it, basically is a framework that promotes and fosters internationally minded global citizens that are ready to take action to make our world a better place. And this is done through conceptual understanding, knowledge, action, and agency is a major factor in the IB as well, where children have voice in their own learning, choice to learn the way that they want to learn, and that's best for them, and then the ownership of that learning. And here you can just see the essential elements that are found in the IB. And this graphic really just shows the transdisciplinary effect of the IB, where you have all of the different subjects basically into one, and then the 3 different components of the IB with the learner at the center, the learning community, and learning and teaching.
هذا برنامج السنوات الابتدائية في البكالوريا الدولية. من خلال هذا الشكل نستطيع أن نعرف كيف يتم تدريس المواد بشكل متداخل بناء على 6 وحدات. الوحدات ظاهرة في الصورة، ويتم من خلال هذا البرنامج إعداد المتعلم من خلال ملامح البكالوريا الدولية ليكونوا متعلمين طوال الحياة.
So good morning. My name is Sunay, and at SISD, student well-being is of utmost importance to us. Health and safety is our #1 priority. We know that academic progress and student well-being go hand in hand. And this is why it's very important for us that the children feel safe and secure in their environment before learning can take place. And we also value the positive relationships that are being built between the students and the teachers. And this is very essential for us. So our students are very well looked after. We have 3 adults in the classroom who supports the students continuously. We take child protection very seriously, and therefore our staff are all trained in child protection and also get refresher training twice per year. All our staff are very vigilant when it comes to student well-being and any learning concerns that might arise. We also encourage at our school healthy habits and sustainability through our units of inquiry. We have a lovely organic garden where the students have the opportunity to plant seeds and look after their plants. The children, they also learn about recycling, the importance of recycling and what and how to recycle. And we have also different areas in the school with different recycling bins that are being used throughout the day. Another important thing for us is, of course, mindfulness. During the day, we have mindful minute that the students take part in, where they listen to some relaxing music, they gather their thoughts, They relax and just have a mental break before the lesson starts. And some of our classes also take part in yoga sessions. By doing mindfulness, we have seen a very positive change in the students' focus and also in their behavior when this is especially done daily. So we come to some of our strengths. These are points that were commended by the KHDA. So students demonstrate a strong sense of personal responsibility, and definitely they do. Our students take responsibility for their learning. We encourage student voice and agency in the early years, and therefore students are able to confidently explain their learning to adults or to inspectors who come to school, or just to each other as well. And this is also our goal for our students, that they not only explain their learning, but also how they can express themselves in a confident, positive way. They engage in conversations and discussions, and to have that positive learning experience at school. It's very important for us. We always encourage our students to use real life experiences to connect to their learning as well. Our students have a strong sense of the UAE and culture. They are very knowledgeable about the UAE and the leaders of the UAE, and they show respect to the culture, and especially also to the national anthem when it's being played. Our KG2 students have a unit on communities where they use recycling material to build different landmarks of the UAE. This is usually beautiful to see when they're done, and they're very proud of their work. We also have National Day celebrations at school, which is a lovely event for the whole community, and everybody usually takes part in that. We also have students work well with peers. We encourage students to positively collaborate by doing group work and different projects. Together, our students learn about big problems and small problems and how to solve these problems in a creative way by themselves. Of course, the teacher is there to support the students, but we do want them to be more independent. And this is why we allow them to explore and to inquire, and we motivate them to think a bit outside of the box. Assessment is rigorous. Our teachers have weekly planning and collaboration meetings as a year group and also as individual teams, where they plan for end of unit assessments, they plan for the next unit, or they moderate between themselves. Our students are being observed and assessed continuously as assessments are ongoing in early years. We also have our parent-teacher conferences, which is 3 times per year, where the teacher and the student have the opportunity to discuss learning and progress. We also have our report cards, which the parents receive twice a year with their progress and attainment on them. We track the students' progress, and of course, this data is used to inform the planning. The students work with the teachers and they are well aware of their strengths and their next steps. And this is a very important part for us as well of the learning, that the students know where they are and where they are going. We have our personalized learning is also a very big focus and important part of our curriculum, as we focus on each individual student's abilities, their skills and their interests. And then we plan accordingly to that for the student. We also have lots of support at SISD, and of course each and every child is very important to us. We care about our students, and for us, when students feel that safe and secure and happy and wanting to learn and wanting to come to school, it's very rewarding for us. We of course have an open door policy, and we're always available for meetings where necessary. Ms. Amina and I, we are in the reception area every morning to greet parents, to have conversations, or to answer questions if any parent have questions. We also have our inclusion team that works with us in early years. They support the students who might need a bit of extra support. And we know that students learn differently, and in their own way. And therefore, our inclusion team gives the students different strategies to support their learning. We also have a school counselor in the school who supports our students. So we work very closely. I work very closely with her as well, as I'm in the pastoral team. So she's available to support students with any concerns, and also families. She works with families as well. Our pastoral coffee mornings are also a very an interesting point to have. We have professionals that we get to speak to parents about different topics. Some, for example, mindful families or positive parenting. We gather information from parents and see where's the need or what they would like to know more about, and then we present a coffee morning according to this. Yeah, so that is from me, my side.
Thank you, Sune.
We have, thanks. We also have, this is our daily schedule that we have during the day. School usually starts at 7:55 when all the students are in. 8:10 is when everybody has to be in class ready to start learning. And we have an end of the day is at 2:20. We then have a transition, usually between 2 to 2:20, to go to the buses, and we start transitioning also to our after-school activities, which starts at 2:30 p.m. Or after-school activities at 2:30 to 3:30 for an hour, and then parent pickup will be then between 3:30 and 3:45.
This is important that the schedule is outside of COVID measures. Yeah. We have a slightly different organization right now, but we still offer childcare for siblings in the school. So if you were interested in joining our school and you have children who will go in primary, and you're interested in the Arabic English program in early years, we can definitely accommodate you, and you don't have to come and pick up your children at 2:30. They can be incorporated in childcare.
next step الخطوات التالية. أول شيء بنتمنى إنه البرنامج تكونوا أخذتوا فكرة كتير منيحة عن البرنامج وعرفتوا شو يعني البرنامج اللي نحن حابين نقدمه السنة الجاي. هلا إذا حابين تعرفوا أكثر في عندكم خطوات. ممكن أول شيء تطلبوا من المدرسة جولات مدرسية يومية متوفرة بقسم الأدميشن، أو لقاءات مع فريق قسم الروضات مع مسز أمينة ومس سوني. بتقدروا تلتقوا فيهم عن طريق الزوم، بتاخذوا موعد وبتقدروا تعرفوا أكثر عن الموضوع. إن شاء الله إذا كل هذا الشيء كان تمام وحبيتوا تسجلوا، في 3 خطوات. الخطوة الأولى إنه تعبوا الفورم، ملء الاستمارة الإلكترونية. بعد ذلك في السيستم التقييم والمقابلة. الادميشن لازم يقابلوا طفل ويشوفوا ويعملوا له اسسمنت، واخر شيء بصير القبول بالمدرسه ان شاء الله بنبلش البرنامج. هاي لمحه عن البرنامج الجديد، نتمنى نكون قدرنا نقدم فكره منيحه لكم عنه. شكرا. هلا وسائل التواصل كونتاكت اس، فيكم تتواصلوا مع المدرسه عن طريق الويب سايت او التليفون او الادميشن، وبتتابعونا نحن على الفيسبوك تويتر وانستغرام. شكرا.
Thank you. Thank you. I really hope that you will have an interest for that program. We believe in it. I know it's a bit difficult at the moment to take decisions sometimes, but we started to do this program because also a lot of family came forward because they wanted to have a more in-depth connection with the Arabic language, with their roots, because it's not just a language, it's tradition. It's very important for the families who come and stay at SISD. So we really hope that you would be interested in the program. So now we can take questions.
إذا حدا بيحب يسأل أي سؤال نحن ممكن نجاوب بكل اللغات. اتفضلوا على الشات، عربي، إنجليزي، فرنسي.
Can we stop sharing the presentation, please? Thank you. Any question? Oh, so somebody's torn between the two programs. You know what I would recommend if you want to decide, maybe we can meet and we can advise you, because it depends also of your family background and what you want to achieve. I know for many families, it's not just about Arabic and English, it's about French or about Spanish or about Italian, because this is the beauty of the new generation and our world, is that we have many languages, we have many cultural background. And I think if you're really torn, please don't hesitate to take a meeting with us and we can advise you the best we can. It's going to be interesting to see. For example, if you speak French at home and your French is really fluent, then the Arabic-English program is really perfect to develop the two other languages. We're thinking about Middle East families, but you might also have people who have been living in the UAE for a long time, and some of them are second generation, and they want their children to also learn the Arabic language because it's important. And we think also about the local families who wants the Arabic to be strong. And sometimes it is difficult if you have your child only in a bilingual program. In primary, we have the differentiation between Arabic A and Arabic B. We don't have this in early years. And we believe that putting a strong emphasis on oral skills and starting with the writing and the reading in early years will help children develop way stronger skills in Arabic. So this is why we started that program. So please don't hesitate to contact us. We can maybe help you make a decision. Any other question? Okay, no more questions. So thank you very much for joining us today. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you want to have a face-to-face meeting, or you want to have an individual Zoom meeting, and I can bring anyone if you don't speak English, or I can have someone with me to translate. I'll try to speak a little bit of my broken Arabic, and we can meet and have and help you decide. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you everyone for the lovely presentation.
شكرا، مع السلامة.
Thank you.
Bye everyone.